Hi everybody, this is Mr. McKee again with CTI 120 OW online. I want to go ahead and go over the Lab 2.3.3.2, View Wireless and Wired NIC Information. Okay, so more than likely if you have a wireless card and a wired network card in your computer and they're both connected, you'll be able to do this lab no problem. If not, more than likely, I would think a lot of you guys probably have just a wireless card and maybe a laptop, but I'll go through this anyways to show you guys. All right. And the way I'm going to show you guys to do it, if you only have one or the other, I want to do it in Packet Tracer. Okay. But let me go ahead and run through it first, just as a normal setup. All right. This lab requires you to determine the availability and status of network cards or NIC cards on your PC. Windows provides you a number of ways to view and work with NICs. In this lab, you would access the NIC information of the PC and change the status of these cards. Okay, required resources: one PC, Windows 10 with 2 network cards, wired and wireless, and a wireless connection, a home or small office wireless router, such as Linksys EA6500. All right. Identify and work with NIC PCs. Part 1, you'll identify the NIC types of the PC. You'll explore different ways to extract information about these NICs and how to activate and deactivate them. And note, this lab was performed using a PC running Windows 10 operating system. You should be able to perform the lab with other Windows operating system versions. However, the menus and screens will vary. All right. And I'm going to run through this pretty quick. You guys can pause it and go back if you want to. I just want to limit the size of the file. All right, so step 1, use network connections. You'll verify which network connections are available. Open up network connections window by right-clicking the Windows Start button and network connections. So if I right-click the Start button, network connections are right here. All right, and let's just see what it says. The network connection window displays the list of NICs available on this PC. Look at your local area connection and wireless network connection adapters. All right, so network connections. All right, so that's a wired connection. Change adapter settings. Wi-Fi, we don't have a connected Wi-Fi, but we have a connected Wi-Fi adapter. All right, don't worry about these two. We have an Ethernet adapter, and it's connected to the internet. Okay. It's actually showing you that page, but all right. So Wi-Fi right there. Show available networks. That'll pop up this window. SEC public wireless, but that's what we have here at school. These other ones, don't worry about those. Ethernet. The 2 VMware adapters, don't worry about those. Network 2 is connected. And here's my IP address right there and some other information. All right. And just like here, we don't have a Bluetooth network connection. All right. So work with your wireless NIC. Verify the wireless network connection settings. If we go into here, actually, let's go back to here. Let's go change properties. Oops, 1 second. I want to change adapter options. Okay, right here. This is probably the easiest way to do this. Close that down. Move this over a little bit. All right. So the first option displays, and if we right click it, all right, got a drop down list, properties, you can connect, disconnect, disable. We're disconnected right now because we see the red X. If you have the option, enable it. Okay, ours is already enabled, it's just not connected. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and connect it. Show available networks. I have multiple networks. There's somebody's iPhone. I don't want to connect to that. I'm going to connect to public, SEC public, and it should have password, arcade server connected. And it actually shows right there, connected. Okay, let's get back to here. All right, we can see that it's connected now with the signal strength indicator. All right, so status, that shows what we have going on. Just scroll down. All right, what is this service set identifier, or the SID, for the wireless router or your connection? All right, you guys can look at mine if you don't have one. What is the speed of your wireless connection? Okay, right there. Click details. All right, this shows you a whole bunch of stuff. MAC address or physical address right there. Open a command window prompt. You should come down here to search, type in CMD. Let me move this out of the way also. Kind of like that. Do ipconfig all. Right. Now if you watched the last video, there's even more adapters in here now, so it's kind of confusing. Go up to the top. All right, this is our computer. All right. This is our wired Ethernet connection. Here's our wireless LAN adapter connection. Well, actually, that's a virtual adapter. Don't worry about that. VMware adapter. Don't worry. Don't worry. Down here's our physical. Here's our physical wireless adapter. All right, right there. And we're on samsoncc.edu. And this should be the SEC wireless. Okay. Turn to the wireless network connection status window. Click wireless properties. All right. This tells you our SID again. Okay. You should always use wireless security whenever available. This is open, so it's not secure. If you wanted to secure it, you'd hit the drop down. They have to make it secure though. You can't just use that. All right. So we verified wireless security. The security tab, it's not been enabled. Okay. Show your wired NIC. So if I close this down, go here. Sorry, not that. Okay. So local area connection would be this Ethernet adapter. Right click this, and if you notice the difference, this is a wireless. It has the strength indicator. This has an actual, looks like a plug for a Cat5 Ethernet cable. All right, so right click that, click on status. This tells me connected to the internet, IP version 4, media state enabled, how long I've been on, my speed. How many bytes I've sent, how many bytes I've received. Click details. Okay, this shows a whole bunch of stuff. If you guys have taken other classes, these DNS servers are now changed because we have a different firewall set up. All right. This last one for Google's DNS server, that's the same still. And default gateway is still the same. Okay, open a command prompt, which we already have one open. Okay. Go up to the wired portion. All right, this is the, whoops. This is the wired portion. So that's that. It just has you look at that, close that down. Identify and use the system tray network icons. Bottom right hand corner down here on the system tray. And my wireless is not showing up. Well, actually, it's showing up both wired and wireless. Okay, click on that. Public wireless is up there. I click on my, alright, if I mouse over it, it shows my wireless and wired. Alright. So if you have a wired net, if your wired network is enabled, a different network icon, which is right there, that little computer. If I mouse over it and don't click on it, I see that SEC public wireless is connected and network 2 is connected. Alright. So click the wireless network icon. Alright, pops up. This is the one we're connected to. Alright. Let's see. Nope, not that. Okay, so it shows right click the wireless network icon. I've got both, so I'm just going to right click this computer. Okay, so it shows troubleshooting options and open network and internet settings. Click on open network and internet settings. It brings us back to this screen. Alright. The Network and Sharing Center is a central window that displays information about the active network or networks, the network type and type of access. All right, why would you activate more than one NIC on a PC? Well, you guys can answer that. I've got two, so if one of my networks goes down, I can use the backup other network. All right, and vice versa. All right, so I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to shut all of this down. Okay. Now, if you guys were able to have a wired card hooked up to a network connection and a wireless card, you should be good. Just fill out those questions. And since I've put a Windows, I'm sorry, not Windows, a Microsoft Word document attached to the submission link, you can just submit it there and use that Word document to fill it out. Just scroll up. Let's see. So you got 2 questions, 3 questions, got 4 questions. Go ahead and fill those out. Do in blue text so it's easier for me to see them, just like that. All right, save that and submit it to the submission link. Would be perfect. All right, now if you don't have a wireless or don't have a wired connection, I'm going to show you guys how you can do it in Packet Tracer to simulate it. And I'm not going to save this. Alright, so we got Packet Tracer up. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a PC. Alright, I'm going to set up a, let's do a wireless right here, wireless device, WRT 300N. It's like a Linksys router. Okay, so first open the router, type on GUI, I'm sorry. Alright, just go down here and make sure, well, make sure you don't do that, but click on this. It should have, this is the first screen that comes up under GUI tab. It should have IP address 192.168.0.1. So that's the IP address of this router. And subnet mask should be 255.255.255.0. DHCP server is enabled. and your starting IP address for the DHCP server should start with a 100. So 192.168.0.100. 50 users is maximum, that's fine. So all that's default, we're just verifying that that's set up. Okay. Now here's the trick though. Go into PC1 and turn off the PC. Down at the bottom, you have to scroll down a little bit of the image of the PC. Okay, currently it has a wired connection. You want to drag that out and over to the left so it goes away, and then down at the bottom you should have a WMP300N, which is a 2.4 gigahertz wireless interface. So simulate installing that wireless interface card. Alright, that's in there. Click the power button again. The computer boots up. It's all simulated. And then you should see a wireless signal between PC1 and wireless router 1. Alright, and then click on PC1. I'm sorry, we're on PC1. Click on IP configuration, and you should have picked up the first IP address under the DHCP server's address pool, which is 192.168.0.100, and sure enough, it's picked up. Default gateway is the router, so we know that. So your default gateway should be right there too. Okay, so now I can go into PC1, exit out of that, command prompt, ipconfig all. Alright, it shows this wireless connection. Alright, here's your MAC address, IP address, subnet mask, default gateway. Alright, DHCP server is the same, wireless router. Okay, so if we go back, leave that open for now. It might go away when I turn it off, but exit out of that. Go to PC, desktop, actually physical, turn this off, drag this wireless adapter over to the left. Alright, now we want to get a wired connection, kind of like this. The PT host NM1CFE, it's a fast Ethernet adapter. It's basically just a network adapter, so go ahead and drag that up to the bottom of the PC. It should let you drop it there. Start up the PC again. Go to desktop, go to command prompt. Okay, so it's still there. Alright. We have to manually wire it. So let's use a straight through cable. Click PC1, fast Ethernet 0, Ethernet 1. Alright, let it converge. Hit fast forward a couple times. 2 green circles, we're good. Let's go to PC1 again. Alright. IP config all. So what do we not do? We didn't go in here, we didn't go to desktop, IP config, static, change that to DHCP. Right. Looks like we got the second IP address in the range. If we hit static and DHCP again. Alright. That's fine for now. The least time might take a while to update back to the first IP address. Alright. So if we go back here, alright, all this fast Ethernet information should show back up. Alright, so now we've got all that stuff. Alright. So that's our wired adapter. Here's our wireless. Okay. So wireless, don't worry about this one. This is a wired adapter. Okay. And you guys can just close this out too if you don't want to save it. Exit. Nope. Okay. So we're good. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.